I am Gregory Hallows, and this is Preserve Halloween Podcast. So just imagine, in the snowbound villages of the Alps, children once whispered in dread about a figure with horns, cloven hooves, and a tongue like a serpent's. He carried chains and switches, and not like St. Nicholas. He didn't come to reward you. He came to punish you. Uh, He would stomp through the snow, chains clanking, eyes glowing. Children would whisper his name with both terror and awe. Tonight is not the night for St. Nicholas. Tonight belongs to Krampus. Half demon, half goat. And though his festival falls in December, the terror he brings is pure Halloween. Every December across the dark mountains of Austria, Germany, and beyond, a terrifying tradition still lingers. While we decorate with holly and sing of joy, others prepare for something much darker. Krampusnacht, the night of Krampus. Today we unravel the story of this horned Christmas demon, a creature who drags the shadow of Halloween straight into the middle of December. What's there to say about Krampus? He carries a switch to beat you with. Not like St. Nicholas, who leaves you candies and coins and all the fun stuff. And he'll stick you in your sack if you don't do what you're supposed to. I like Krampus because he's kind of the mixture of reward and terror. He reminds children that winter season can hold as much fear as it does joy. So what a good topic, right? Krampus may seem like a sidekick to St. Nicholas, but his origins reach further back into the pre-Christian Alpine folklore. Scholars trace him to old fertility and winter spirits, perhaps even linking him to the horned god of the forest, or to ancient demons that haunted Europe's coldest nights. His fur, horns, and cloven hooves were called Pan, satyrs, and other liminal figures between man and beast. When Christianity was spread, these pagan spirits weren't erased, they were just reshaped. Krampus became the frightening companion of St. Nicholas. He was a devil who was harnessed to discipline children. This blending of old and new mirrors Halloween's own evolution from Samhain to All Hallows Eve. The name Krampus comes from the German word Krampen, meaning claw. From the very beginning, his role was very clear. He punished. Like, that was his deal. Where St. Nicholas rewarded good children, Krampus delivered pain and fear to the wicked. What a combo, right? It's like good cop, bad cop. This pairing, one was saintly, one was monstrous, reflects something ancient, the dual forces of light and shadow, life and death, hope and fear. And that's kind of what Halloween's about, right? So the descriptions of Krampus vary. Some elements remain constant. He bore chains. Sometimes he carry bundles of birch rods, reminders of old fertility rituals, turned these into weapons of punishment. He just beat you with them, right? Most terrifying of all, he had a basket or a sack, and he would carry off the worst behaved children. He would just smash you in that sack. This image of abduction, of being carried away into the night, echoes countless Halloween legends of spirits who steal the living away. Krampus was not just a Christmas monster. He was a lesson wrapped in fear. Every year on December 5th, the eve of St. Nicholas Day, Krampus will emerge. Children clean their shoes and hope for treats from St. Nicholas. But if they've misbehaved, they dread the other visitor, Krampus, with his switches and chains, who might swat them, drag them away, or leave behind coal and ash. Krampusnacht became a night of chaos. In towns and villages, costume men dressed as Krampus and roamed the streets, rattling chains, scaring children and sometimes adults. I would be scared of that. This blending of ritual and revelry feels strikingly close to Mischief's Night. We know all about Mischief's Night. So Krampus isn't, confined to these stories. That's the cool part, is people decided to dress up like him, and there's another relationship with Halloween: masks, processions, frightening disguises. Krampusnacht is essentially wintertime Halloween, a festival of fear that thrives on the thrill of the monstrous. So of course, authorities didn't always approve, right? Over the centuries, the Catholic Church tried to suppress Krampus, labeling him a remnant of paganism. In the 30s, even Austria briefly outlawed Krampus celebrations. But like Halloween's witches and goblins, he did not disappear. People clung to him, partly out of fear, but partly out of a love for tradition. Tradition is a strong, strong, strong thing. This tension between the sacred and profane echoes Halloween perfectly. Both holidays carry religious overlays, All Saints for Halloween, St. Nicholas for Krampusnacht. But beneath them lies something older, stranger, and deeply folkloric. Krampus is a global icon of dark winter. And even recently, he's becoming more popular in pop culture, basically becoming the symbol of the dark side of Christmas, which is cool. While Krampus has long haunted Europe, he began creeping into American culture only recently with horror films, parades, and even greeting cards, now with his image. Some communities in the U.S. even host Krampus runs, echoing the Alpine traditions, and that's because we're a melting pot. We're made of a bunch of different cultures. That's not confusing. Americans who love Halloween seem to embrace him the most. No shoot, almost cussed there. We recognize in Krampus a kindred spirit, a figure who makes the holiday season darker, spookier, and more complete. So why would we include Krampus on a Halloween podcast? Because he is at his core a creature of the same world. He thrives on fear and on the thrill of disguise and on the boundary between the sacred and profane. His horns and chains mark him as family with demons and devils that haunt the Halloween imagery we have. Winter's a cousin to Halloween. And, what we talk about in the last podcast, how La Befana was basically the closing of the season. So what else can we say about Krampus? It's a fascinating character. Krampus basically embodies the same archetype as Halloween's boogeyman. He terrifies to teach, he punishes to preserve order, and blurs the line between human world and sometimes something much more monstrous. He basically would fit in October just as well as in December. If Halloween is the festival of shadows before winter, Krampusnacht is the festival of shadows within winter. Together, they remind us that the dark side of folklore never takes a season off. That's right. There's always something to talk about in folklore. So do you celebrate Krampusnacht? Have you ever been to one of the celebrations overseas? So that's cool. We've met La Befana, the Christmas witch, and now we're talking about Krampus, the Christmas demon. So what's left for these winter folks? I'll soon, maybe next episode, talk about Perkta, the Alpine goddess who punishes with a knife or with the shadowy wild hunt. Baba Yaga's still out there, lingering at the edge of the forest. Maybe she'll return for another story. Who knows? I've had a lot of fun researching these, even very brief histories of some of these wonderful characters that are spread throughout the calendar. So next time you hear sleigh bells in December, listen, they might not be St. Nick's. They might belong to something far older, far darker, and far closer to Halloween that we all love. Thank you for listening, and until next time, stay strange, stay curious, stay spooky, and always preserve Halloween.